Let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T-Will on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Will, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart, with a soul so free. My ATL sports show is the place to be.
Falcon fans everywhere. Welcome to the second edition of the Terry, Carrie, and Eric show. Again, TCE, baby. Terry, Carrie, and Eric show. I can't believe my brother agreed to do it. I mean, I'm going to play the lottery. Speaking of my brother, he's right here. What it do, LBB? How you doing?
Coolin'. What's good?
Hey, man, all good. Happy to be here with you, brother. Ready to talk about these Falcons and got to take care of some business. So we got some folks in the chat. We got Mr. John Brooks. What's up, everybody? Go Falcons. We got Auntie Pam. Hello, T-Will, Carrie, and Eric, and everyone in the chat. Happy Monday.
What's happening?
What's happening in? We got Monte Carlo. Hey, man, Monte Carlo's my dude. What up, Carlo? We got Craig. What up, Craig? Looks like
roast somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Craig says, looks like I get to roast somebody tonight since Jack is at the shelter. And you know what? Why does it feel like when he said that he was going like this? Looks like I get to roast somebody tonight, boy. Somebody's gonna win. Oh man, Monday after a very eventful Falcons weekend. And brother, let me tell you, man, it's gonna be very interesting, Eric, as you know, a lot of folks had a lot of things to say about our new head coach, Kevin Stefanski. Some good, some bad, some people talking about boycott, some people talking about, I can't believe the Falcons did this. And to everybody out there, I say, chill out, man. RELAX. Relax. It's all good. I think Kevin is going to help us out a great deal. He's an offensive coach. He's got a plan in place. And hey, man, that's what we're going to do. Craig says, put some respect on my name. Birdman is my spirit animal. Okay. I don't want the smoke. So, hey, man, today we're stepping into a brand new era of Atlanta Falcons football. New head coach, new vision, new pressure. Tonight we're breaking down what success actually looks like under Kevin Stefanski. Not just this season, but over the next 5 years. And Auntie Pam says manic depression fan base. She's calling our fan base bipolar, but hey, by the way some of these folk act, I can't disagree. Monte Carlo says, man, when week 1 roll around, they're going to be dialed in. And I believe it. Y'all know how we do. We bitch and moan. And it's the first game of the Falcons. Oh, I got to go get my new outfit. Eric, I got to go get my Jordans. I got to be fly when I go down there. And it's going to be packed, you know. And if we keep winning, it'll keep being packed. But if we go on a little loser streak, y'all know what it is. But hey, you got to love them, right? I mean, it's home, Eric. It's home. That's right. All we know. Let's talk about some short-term goals, Eric. Playoff contention. 8 years in a row, we have not made the playoffs. Eric, something's got to be done, brother.
9, yeah.
We cannot reach 9 years in a row.
Ain't this 9?
Huh?
This is 9, ain't it? 2000. Nah, this 8. You right. 2018.
It's 8. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm not that old. I know I remember that. I forget a lot of stuff, but I know I remember that. We need to develop our quarterback, offensive efficiency improvement, and defensive stability. And I think we can do it. Birdcage. Ryan from the Birdcage is in the chat. He says, "Good evening, folks." Auntie Pam says, "Winning cures all. We will be all right. Relax."
Absolutely.
With my shades on. All right, Auntie, I hear you. Auntie Pam says in my Aaron Rodgers voice, RELAX. Okay. Monte Carlo says, but it's like you get two big fish. You finna pull up in the boat and the line snap. The anxiety of never getting close to that again is the fan base angst. Yeah, man, I sucked at fishing. I really did. So that's exactly how my experience went. I was so bad at fishing. I went with my grandmother. I fell in. She never took me again. I'm the only idiot that fell in the water and damn near killed us both because she couldn't swim. Love you, my dear, wherever you are. So not a big fan of fishing because obviously the first time didn't go well. Birdcage, last time we went to the playoffs was 2017. It's been going on 9 years. Well, I guess technically he's right. I mean,
technically it was 2018 because of the calendar year, but he right. It was 2017 season.
I see what he's saying. I see. It's still 8 years, but I see what he's saying. All right. Ryan says fishing is where it is where it's at. Not for me, bro. All right.
You didn't go with Granddad because we used to go out on the boat. you would have fell in there. You might have been in trouble.
No, I did fall in off a boat, and she was like, I was little. I was like 4 or 5, so she was able to grab me by my little coat and pull me up and pull me back in there. But I thank God she did, man. I would have never met you, Eric. This show wouldn't even exist, bro. Ryan says, let's see who his OC will be, and then we can go from there. Craig says, the only fish T. Will does is that Long John Silver's. And you are right, sir. Absolutely. All right, man. We finished 8 and 9. You know what this feels like? Remember when we did Juice, the movie, on For My ATL Movies one? That is a shameless plug. But you remember when we did Juice, right?
Yeah.
Remember when Bishop was like, we run more than a goddamn track team? That's how I feel. Like, that's how I want to say this line, because all we do is finish 8 and 9, 8 and 9, 8 and 9. I'm sick of finishing 8 and 9. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. We got to do something else. That's how I feel about it.
What's your problem?
You said what?
What's your problem?
What's my problem?
See, you don't even know the movie. You can't even do the lines with you. God,
you were in character. Damn.
I don't think you can answer me on StreamYard with that anyway.
You're right. But I see where you were going. I like it, though. I do. I like it. Kevin Stefanski's immediate job is to push the team over 500 and get into the postseason. Agree?
Agreed.
Let me ask you a question. With the roster that we have as currently constructed, do you think we can do that? Now, remember, we don't necessarily have Kyle, which you could franchise him, so that's fine. But do you think that as this roster is constructed, do you think that we can win 9 or 10 games?
It depends on who we get in here. If Penix is healthy, or if I don't know what they're finna do at quarterback in the first place, but the quarterback, I believe, is finna dictate them first couple of games. Whoever they get in here to play them first couple of games. Or if Penix is ready.
What up, DSGB? How you doing, man? He says, can we hire Mike McDaniels as the OC? I think Tommy Reese is going to be the OC. I think Brian Callahan is going to be the offensive line coach, and he's keeping Ulbrich. And I think he's keeping everybody else on defense, but I'm not sure. He is going to hire a new special teams coordinator. That's the word on the street. And I totally agree with that. But I'm not sure if Jerry Gray's going to be here. I hope so. We got Pandemic in the chat. Pandemic says, we don't have a bipolar fan base. We're just tired of falling short with the abundance of talent. On paper, we look better than the old Patriots, but play like the current Colts. Wow. Damn. That was well said, sir. I mean, damn. You know, when you think about it, he's kind of right. Buddy. All right, so I think we can at least win 10 games with this roster. I do. We are going to need another running back. We'll probably need another tight end. But the defense is in place. You know, you've got your young rookies. You got Billy Bowman coming back. I think you got to address the other cornerback because Mike Hughes was killing us.
What about Jesse?
When's his deal up? Is it 2027?
That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You got the computer.
I should have caught it when you said, what about Jesse? Hang on one second. Jesse Bates contract with the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, I think it is up in 2027. No. Yeah. So this is his last year.
Okay.
And I don't know if he's going to stay.
I don't think he is. But I think they're grooming enough around him to where he doesn't have to stay to keep the defense intact.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. All right, let's get to Kirk Cousins, man, because I was watching some shows today, and they put a thought in my mind, and that is, number one, there's no way we're paying him $67 million. But what we could do is we could cut him March 13th, which we will, and then we could re-sign him on a lesser deal, lesser than $67 million. Would he sign with us? Don't know. Iron Mike 404 says, is that a PowerPoint presentation? And what if it is, Iron Mike? No, it is. I'm just kidding, Iron Mike. How you doing today, buddy? Hope all is well. But what do you think about that? What do you think the probability is that we could re-sign him, right?
I think you're insane. I don't think Kirk even wants to come back. I think that's why he agreed to restructure his contract in that way so they could release him. I don't think Kirk. I think Kirk wants to get up out of here. I don't know if he even wants to play anymore.
Well, first and foremost, you've known me for damn near 30 plus years.
Carrie,
you already know I'm insane. I don't even know why I would take that question to Ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Carrie in the building. Hey, Miss Carrie, how you doing today? Everything okay? Miss Carrie, did you bring your voice with you?
I think she's on mute.
You stuck on the mute button.
I think she's on mute on purpose.
Oh, maybe so. Miss Carrie, you there?
Maybe we should just keep talking until she's available to talk.
Maybe we should. I don't know. But I like to build the drama because now everybody is like, wow, when is Miss Carrie going to speak? Oh, okay. I guess she'll come back when she works it out. All right.
Maybe she's in a bad area.
Mike says, I'm just asking. It's cool, Iron Mike, man. Hey, wait, we're all family here. It's all good, brother. Auntie Pam says, I'd rather get Joe Flacco. Dixon Way says 21 Carrie is on mute. Miss Carrie, baby, you there?
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what my sound. I couldn't hear you guys at all. My bad.
It's okay. We couldn't hear you.
You good?
We can. You're good. You're good. We got Michael in the chat. He says, fellas, Carrie. And Mike always says, shout it. What's going on, Mike?
What's happening,
Mike? So Carrie, we were discussing the possibility. And the reason I say this is because the other teams out there, they may not want Kirk to start either. So if it's and the other part is Kirk has worked with Stefanski very well. They have a good working relationship. So Kirk could look at this like, okay, I could come in there and start, And
For
if I'm
4 games?
huh?
For 4 games? You think Kurt wants to do that? You think Kurt wants to relive this whole thing again? He starts for a couple of games and then Penix takes his job again?
It could be 4, it could be 8.
No,
It,
it cannot be 8.
well, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Let's say Kirk comes in here and he starts 6 games and he goes 6-0. You think they're gonna bench him when Penix comes back?
Of course not.
There you go.
Of
So
course
it's
not, but that's not happening, honestly.
well, the only reason I say
Hey, Carrie, we're going 17-0 now.
Not with Kirk Cousins as your starting quarterback, you're not.
the only reason I say
You're gonna
that
lose to the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins.
the only reason I say that, Carrie, is because he has worked well with Stefanski. And if you really look out there, they're not great teams with quarterback vacancies. And if they are, they wouldn't necessarily give Kurt a starting job. Not with. I mean, they it might be up. He might have to compete for it. I don't know that anybody's just going to roll out the red carpet and say, "Hey, Kurt, come be our starter." The other thing is we have Stefanski, somebody he's experienced a great deal of success with. So
You don't think maybe the Minnesota Vikings might want to have a reunion with him?
would he start? Where who's their rookie quarterback?
JJ McCarthy, but they're not. He didn't play that well, and I mean, I know some Vikings fans that are open to the idea. It's like he's not really ready yet. So,
Well, I mean, I never say never. I'm not saying it's 100% probability. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm
My thing is, we talking about Moneybag Kurt here, and you asked the Moneybag Kurt to take
no.
to take a pay cut.
I'm not asking him that, but it's obvious we're not going to pay him 67 million. Nobody on earth is going to pay him 67 million. So
Nah,
whether we cut him or not, his next deal might not even be half that. His next deal may be 20 million. So if
I
it's
don't even
20
see it
million,
being that much, to be honest.
right. So if it's 20 or 15 million there, or 20 or 15 million with Stefanski, who you've had success with, that's the logic I'm using. Again, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. What I'm saying is the percentage of him coming back increased dramatically when we signed Stefanski. That's all I'm saying. But guys, we can move on. So this is what needs to be corrected. 2025, we were 30th in third down conversions.
That is
24th,
sick.
yeah, it is.
Wow.
24th in
That's
EPA,
bad.
which is essentially a metric that defines the success of a play, right? So EPA means that if you get 5 yards on 3rd and 5, it weighs more than if you get 5 yards on 1st and 10, because 3rd and 5 continues the drive, right? Is basically the simplest way I can explain it. And I'm sorry for my phone. I apologize for that. Anyway, guys, these are some things that we need to build upon.
Who's calling you, Jameis Winston?
No, I blocked him.
I
I blocked him. You don't
love
have to worry.
Jameis Winston.
I love James. I can't even say that. I love James Winston. I do not love James Winston. All right, guys. So this is how we fix this, right? Situational football, red zone execution, late down decision making. And how about we run a whole lot more plays under center? That's a good start for me, right? Guys, what are some things we need on offense to make this happen? And Carrie, let's start with you. What do you think we need on offense? It could be anything. Just give me your thoughts. What do we need to do on offense to be better on 3rd down?
I mean, a lot of things actually, but I think you need to put yourself in more manageable situations in 3rd down. On first
Okay.
and 2nd down, I feel like that was something that really upset me during the season. I feel like we didn't do a good job of that as far as scheme goes. Um, I also think that you need to You need to work on, and I think it should change this season, but I feel like sometimes we were just got very predictable as well in the scheme on what we were doing. And so sometimes that's why we couldn't extend drives as well. Those are two things I would say that came to my head as far as fixing the woes of third down efficiency.
That's fair. Eric, what else can we do to be efficient on third down to
Have
get
less third downs.
wait a minute. How do we get more efficient on third down? I mean it makes sense, but then
Yeah,
there's
have less third downs. Get a first down on first and second down, and we don't have to worry about third down efficiency.
That's a good one, but I want to shout out Auntie Pam because she has a great one, cut down on penalties. And man, I feel like we shot
there you
ourselves in the foot a
go.
lot.
Yeah,
And
that's what moved us out of
Elijah Wilkinson, excuse me, the false starts, like in critical
right.
situations,
Yeah,
the offensive line, it was like, come on, man, you guys are all veterans.
yeah.
Nah, you had Elijah Wilkinson over there that was really supposed to be in third string that kept getting the penalties too. But I kind of feel him on that because he's getting the beast on his side coming in. He's nervous because you got TJ Watt or somebody over there, and you like, oh shit. Let me
Hey,
make
I
sure,
gotta get a head
and he's
start
on the
on
blind side when Penix is
this.
in.
Yeah, I gotta get a head start on this dude.
Yeah, I need a little head start.
Let's see. Iron Mike says, I think I saw something about our red zone efficiency actually being good in the second half of the season. Problem was we wasn't getting there because of our bad special teams and third down efficiency. And you're 100% right, Iron Mike. Craig says we have to see what Penix is because the next two QB drafts after this year look stacked. That's fair point. I feel like he's channeling Jack Spade there, but we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it,
No,
Carrie.
that's a respectful way to put it, and I agree. We do need to see what we have in Penix.
Okay.
I agree with that. I feel like he
Yeah,
really
see,
hasn't gotten a fair shot. And obviously he's injured now. So yeah, you got to see what you have in him because it's only a $7 million cap hit, and
Mhm.
so he's affordable. So why not see if he could be a future guy before you move on? I
That's
agree with
fair.
that. Just
That's
don't
fair.
say we don't have a quarterback.
right. That's the thing that Jack keeps saying that where he's trolling Carrie really, but that's the thing that he
We're not
was
going to bring
saying.
up the words carry and troll in the same sentence for the next 7 days. We're not even going to do that because
Yeah, we left
you
that
guys just don't know
last
what a
week.
weekend it was. Oh my goodness, what a weekend it was. Uh,
Mm-mm.
so for you guys out there, me, Carrie, Eric, Jack, Bodie, Chris A1, uh, Bigelow, we all have chats, and Jack has been giving Miss Carrie the business. Jack has been a very, very bad dude, just saying stuff to troll her. And you guys don't know this, but Miss Carrie just had enough. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it right
He
there.
pushed me to the limit.
I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. I love that song.
So do I, but man.
Rouse. All right. So Jake Matthews got a lot of, and he did get a lot of penalties. He did. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to. But she's right.
Yeah,
Monte Carlo says second down has to produce at least 5 yards to give cushion for first and third. That's fair. That goes along with what Carrie said. Craig says we can't rush it back at the same time. We have to see what Penix is. Auntie Pam says get the plays in on time. Yes, to prevent delay of games. Yeah, I don't.
That
I
was
hope we won't have that
terrible.
issue
That
anymore.
that was even happening in the second half of the season. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
hmm
Kevin Stefanski is known for order, so I don't think we'll have certainty. He is a, I don't want to call him a disciplinarian, but he is very structured. So I think you should see an improvement in those areas.
you have to be with that offense. This the same Kyle Shanahan tree with the offense.
Right,
You have to be with that offense.
right.
You remember the when everybody was saying Kyle Shanahan picked off Matt Ryan in training
Yes,
camp,
yes, yes.
he, he did that because Austin Hooper ran the route too deep into the end zone. You have to cut he was supposed to run the line on the end zone and fall into the end zone with the pass, but he kept running too deep in the end zone, and Kyle wanted to show him why you don't do that. So he jumped in front of him, and of course it goes viral. There's Kyle Shanahan picked off Matt Ryan, but Matt wasn't at fault there. Matt put the ball where he was supposed to.
The receiver was.
Austin Hooper ran too deep into the end zone. And then during that season, he did it again. Remember when everybody was talking about the Mick pick two in the who was we playing? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
And Eric Berry picked it off
Yep.
on that 2-point conversion and ran it all the way back.
Yep.
Same play. Austin Hooper ran it too deep again. And everybody blamed Matt.
That's fair. That is fair. Craig says top 3 most penalized Falcon players are Wilkinson, AJ, and Matthews. Wouldn't have guessed that. Okay, that's fair. Let's see here. Long-term goals for 3 to 5 years. So, guys, we have short-term goals and we have long-term goals. And I've seen a couple of shows where they really feel like it's one or the other, right? So there are some camps that feel like, you know what, this team isn't going to win. The best this team is going to do is win 10 games. And we really need to start over, not necessarily get rid of Bijan, keep Drake, keep who you drafted on the defense. But outside of that, let everybody else go and build, in which case you'd be looking to compete in 2028. I'm not really a fan of that.
Nah. What'll happen is if they do that, then everybody will be screaming fire the coach again.
Yeah. So I'll take option B, which is, hey man, let's get 10 games. Let's get into the playoffs. Let's see what we can do, and let's build from there. But long-term goals, establish an offensive identity. From my understanding, Stefanski is heavy in the run game, really good at running. He's from the Kubiak tree, so West Coast, and Kubiak got it from Shanahan. So West Coast offense, a lot of short throws, a lot of outside zone stretch, which we kind of run anyway. So it shouldn't be that foreign of a concept. Develop a franchise quarterback, build a championship contender, create a winning culture. Like I said, we got to find out what we have in Penix, and it's just so up in the air, right? Because if Penix is out half the year, and whoever we get is winning, let's say they're 7-1. I don't know. I don't know that Penix gets a chance. So if the quarterback that, I don't want to say replaces him, but is in place or playing while he's out, if he does really well, it's probably bad for Penix. If he struggles a little bit, it's probably good for Penix, because then, we're probably a lot more receptive when he comes back and giving him an opportunity to start. So anyway, Auntie Pam says our offensive line, our running offensive line. I think she's saying we have a running offensive line, or we run block well. But we do have Caleb McGarry coming back next year. What do you guys think about this? Dixon Way says, so T. Will just described Arthur Smith or Kevin Stefanski. I don't know, Dixon Way. You tell me. But what do you guys think about this offensive line? You think we're a little long in the tooth? You think maybe it's time to draft Jake's replacement? Give me your thoughts on that. Caleb McGarry's last year is what, next year? Just give me your thoughts on that.
Want me to go first, or are you gonna go?
You go ahead.
Absolutely. I don't know that in your first year you revamp the offensive line. I don't know that Kevin Stefanski's going to do that his very first year, but if you look at his drafts, he does, make it a point to focus on the offensive line in the trenches. My thing is, if it's not this draft, it definitely has to be next draft where we draft an offensive tackle early on because Jake Matthews maybe has one more good year in him, maybe two. I'm not sure. I know Matthews boys are built different and they're built tough and durable, but I mean, he's getting up there in age and
Yeah,
you
he is.
saw towards the end of the season he was getting rocked a little bit. So for me it's like you we need to prioritize the tackle position. And that includes Caleb McGarry, in my opinion. Yes, he just signed an extension, but his extension is only through 2027.
Yeah.
So you got 2 more years. So, yeah, you need to revamp this offensive line. I also would like the offensive line to get a little bit bigger. Um, so I don't know what that means for the center if we end up upgrading the center as well, but and Ryan Newsel, but I definitely think you need to start drafting or, adding some depth there for sure because both your tackles are old.
Okay. Okay. Um, Ryan makes a very good point. He says bringing in Callahan, he's talking about Brian Callahan, will be here to revamp the line and will help the passing game tremendously. And for those of you who don't know who Brian Callahan is, I'd say he's almost a Hall of Fame offensive line coach. Like he has made several stars. I mean, and a few Hall of Famers. So he knows what he's doing. He's going to help develop this offensive line. He's definitely going to have a positive impact on this offensive line. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping they're going to teach us some new run concepts other than outside stretch zone. But I'm excited about that. On offense, let's look at some of the positive. We had an 8th ranked rushing attack, Bijan, 4th in fewest sacks allowed, and elite young skilled position talent. Honestly, I think if McGarry's there, Bijan may be number 2 or number 1 in rushing yards last year. I think he was number 1 in total yards, but I think he was like number 4 or 5 in rushing. But I think if McGarry's there, Bijan could take the next step. My question to you guys is, we have a 2nd round pick. We don't have a 1st one. Who do you guys think we should spend that pick on? A running back or a defensive tackle? Or just give me who you guys would like to draft with that 2nd round pick. And chat, that goes for you guys too. Give me
Did
your
you
thoughts on that.
did you say a running back with the 2nd round pick?
I mean,
I think he
no.
was drinking.
I think he's trolling me. He's on his Jack
I
Spade
am
right
not
now.
trolling you.
He's trolling
I'm
me.
not getting my Jack Spade on. I am not trolling you, Carrie.
We are
Jeez,
not
man.
drafting a running back in the 2nd round.
Oh my God. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Dixon Way says, check him, Carrie. Okay, so what are we drafting in the 2nd round, Carrie? Help me out.
I mean, it really depends. It depends on who's there on the board. It depends on what they want to do as far as who they plan to keep, pending free agents that we have in our squad. We have multiple. And it also depends on who they can pick up in free agency. Any, players that maybe Kevin Stefanski wants to bring over from the Browns. There's a lot of factors that go into it. For me, it's a little early to know, but for me personally, we need a wide receiver. We need a cornerback.
Yes.
We, I mean, AJ Terrell, Mike Hughes for one. I'm sorry, like
Agreed. Agreed.
no. And
And
so
we
for
need a big
me,
ugly. We need a
yeah.
big ugly. We need a big old
Well, I
defensive
think a
tackle
big
in the middle.
ugly. So for me, I think you can get both a running back and a big ugly nose tackle in a later round. You're not
Hey
using
man, we
me
need we need
personally.
one of them big old country boys that's country strong and mean. And
So
3rd and 1, you can forget about it. It's gonna be 3rd and -5. Forget
I'm
about running up that middle.
But yeah, those are all positions for me we need to focus on. But I'd probably say corner. If I had to go corner first, then wide receiver and nose tackle. And I don't know. We got to figure out what's going to happen with the linebacker room, but maybe even a linebacker.
That's fair. LBB, who do you want to
Um,
see draft in the 2nd round, brother?
cornerback or nose tackle.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. LBB gets it. That's all I'm saying. He gets it. He knows we need a big ass big old mean Texas fed, corn raised defensive tackle, 345 pounds with a bad disposition and a bad attitude, man. That's what we need. I tell you what else we need on offense, Eric. We need like a Tyson Clabo. Remember how Tyson Clabo would, play through the whistle? He just had a mean streak in him. That's what
Yeah,
we need one of those.
I met
Yeah,
him one time. He was a cool dude.
I just truly want AJ Terrell to have some consistency there as far as CB2 goes. I just feel like he never has that. I mean, you almost have a new cornerback, beside him every year. And yeah, I feel like going back to the show the other day, like as far as the defense, like, I know it's not all about sacks, but my thing is like, our passing defense was pretty good. Obviously, we were up second in the league in sacks, broke the franchise record, but we could not stop the run. And I feel like that's what hurt our overall defensive
Yeah,
ranking.
yeah.
And I think we're athletic up front, but we're way too small. So I think adding a big nose tackle up front can really help the defensive line.
Agreed. And like my brother said the other day, and we sucked on third down, so the defense was always on the field and they got tired. And that's true. That is true.
That is
'Cause
true.
a lot of our runs came in the third and fourth quarter. You keep somebody on the field for 40 minutes, man. You could even see that yesterday in that Texans game. That defense, God bless them. I mean, they did everything they could do to stay in that game. But when
They
it
had
got,
to beat CJ Stroud.
you said what?
They had to beat CJ Stroud.
I know. Oh, you're saying that? Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
'cause CJ was on the other team yesterday. I don't know where he was going.
I have no idea, bro. He was yeah
I really don't. Really that wasn't all on CJ though. They wasn't blocking worth a damn.
No,
They,
I told you guys.
yeah, but you can't make throws like you can't do that, Eric. You
mm-mm.
No.
can't do
I
that.
told you guys he hasn't been the same since he was seen with Amber Rose. So I'm sticking to it.
You're right. You're right.
I'm sticking to
Hey,
that.
you're right, Carrie. Hey, what did we say in the chat? Stay away from the Kardashians and Amber Rose if you're a professional athlete. You know what? I didn't say that. I love Amber Rose.
I think
I didn't say that. Don't come ever. I didn't. I love Kim Kardashian. Anyway, let's see who the chat wants. So Monte Carlo says wide receiver or corner.
I'm with you. Yes.
Rodney Lowe. Rodney Lowe. Wait, who was that? Oh no, that was Rodney O. You remember that everlasting bass, Eric? Everlasting bass. You remember that?
Yeah.
Eric, don't you do me like that. Don't you do that, Eric. Rodney Lowe says
Yeah, all
defensive
right.
tackle. Well, no, so that's the song that like that came from. That melody. They got that from Everlasting Bass. That was a little bit before your time, Carrie. That's just a little hip hop history lesson there. Ronnie Thomas says wide receiver Cooper from Indiana.
Wait, I'm sorry, guys. I was late. Did he not troll you first? He just came in here getting down to business with Falcons, Ronnie Thomas.
I just
I'm
ignored him.
shocked. Or did I miss the
You know,
troll?
Ronnie's always going to talk about my hairline. There you go, Ronnie.
I guess
did
I
for
missed
you.
it. Okay.
I did it for you. There you go, Ronnie. We see. I have no hair. And I have a point to my head. Me and LL Cool J, we have this point. Thank you, Mom. Anyway. Damn you, Dad, giving Eric all that damn height. Okay. So.
I got hair too.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway. Craig says we should overpay for the center out of Baltimore in free agency. Okay. Birdcage says D tackle or cornerback. There's a ton of wide receivers who can drop. And let me tell you something about that Birdcage, man. We did golly, what show was that we did, Eric? Was that the one we first met Craig? And he was like, T Will, T Will takes his hot sauce, and I got that thing on. Was that show we were talking about? We were doing the draft, right, Eric?
That was one time.
We were doing the draft. Oh.
Yeah, that was one time. I was in the comments when Craig said that. That was.
No,
I
you
think
were on the show.
No, it wasn't. I was in the. I think I was in the comments because we was roasting you and Jack.
Oh my God! No, Jack wasn't on that show, Eric. Not that one. It was
with the hot sauce.
It was me, Chris, Big Low.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah. That was with that was me, you, and Debo. I think.
Yeah, I think, yeah. But anyway, oh my god.
Hey
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
I just want to ask because I was fashionably late, and I apologize. Did you already let the chat know that the Atlanta Falcons will hold an introductory press conference with Kevin Stefanski
I
on
did not.
Tuesday? Okay,
When will
so
they?
that's the news. That'll officially be on Tuesday, January 27th, with Arthur Blank and Matt Ryan.
That's what's up.
I just want to put that out there.
Birdcage says, no, we need a D tackle. Dixon,
I'm
wait,
with you.
what time is that tomorrow, Carrie?
That's not tomorrow. That's next Tuesday.
Next
Gotta
Tuesday.
wait a whole
Uh,
week. Damn.
Yeah, I know. They're making us wait, but I think it's because they're planning to have the GM there too. They're not
That's what
telling
I
us
was
Oh,
that, but
finna
I
say.
bet you that's what it is.
That's what I was finna say. It's probably because of the GM hire too.
okay. Well, I mean, from what I'm told, like both candidates, you know what? I'm not even keep my mouth shut. Okay. Dixon Wade, branch out of UGA. I like him, or AJ Terrell, little brother. Okay. Georgia, Texas boy. What up, T. Will, Carrie, and Eric Falcons family? The new era is here, and it is.
Shout out to Georgia, Texas boy. I've been referencing him in recent shows, and I'm with
Shout
it.
out. Shout out. Auntie Pam says trade back for some picks, get cornerback, big defensive player. You know what? I'm okay with that, Auntie Pam. I'm okay with that. Monte Carlo says a big Samoan. Monte Carlo, you are my dude. Man, can you imagine if we had a big ass Samoan as a defensive tackle? Oh my God. Oh, I'd love it. You wouldn't run on us for nothing. It's 3rd and 1. Wait a minute. They lost 5 yards. They better run it on the outside because they can't run it up the middle anymore. I'd love that. I'd love a big ass Samoan for a Christmas present as a defensive tackle. Let's go. D. Craig,
Oh,
Stefanski prioritize. Oh, I heard you say that in my head as I said that, and then you did it. I saw the future. Okay. D. Craig, Stefanski prioritizes the trenches on both sides of the
That's
ball.
true.
Dixon Way says Rook ain't it. Sorry to say. You know what? I did not
Oh,
know that
okay.
his PFF score was that bad. I didn't because his PFF score last year at the time I looked at it was like 30 something. So Dixon Way is right. I didn't think that, but he's right. Georgia Texas boy, give me the D tackle from Bama who blocked the punt against Indiana. Birdcase says, nah, you see, we passed on multiple ballers at D tackle Carter, Murphy, Newton, and more. We've passed on, we soft in the middle. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna confirm, but I'm not gonna deny either because no lies were told. Um, damn, it's something I wanted to say. I can't remember. Anyway, it'll come back. Let's see. Is that everybody? Dixon, I'm sorry. Falcon Pandemic says we need the man in the middle. We need a former Hurricane Warren Sapp. I mean, if you could get that, that's cool. 7 p.m. Carrie. 12 more minutes. Let's see here. Well, we got a lot of comments in the chat tonight. All right, guys. Let's get to it. And I'm gonna remove this because we got 12 minutes and we need to get down to brass tacks. So Eric and Carrie, there's been a lot about Stefanski, you know, a lot of positives, but also a lot of negatives. And we were all talking today, guys, in the chat. And Eric, you made some very solid points. And I would like for you to share them with everyone. So, Eric, the floor is yours. Go right ahead.
I mean, at first I didn't like the pick neither. And I was absolutely hot, just like everybody is. I was pissed, but what I do is something different from what I'm seeing everybody else do. I I don't just lash out on social media and go put everything all over the place and just keep complaining. I want to know why they did it. So I went and started looking, and you still on the Kubiak tree or Shanahan tree,
Mm-hmm.
and if you take them last 2 years out,
Mm-hmm.
which when I went digging and looking, this don't look like it was Kevin Stefanski's fault. This looks like it was their GM doing whatever he wanted to do. and left this man with nothing to work with.
Well,
And
let's go back. So you said the first year he had Baker, they went to the playoffs. The second year, Baker got hurt.
yeah,
Okay. The third year, Baker was back and they went to the playoffs. And the fourth year was when you had when did Deshaun get there? Was it the fourth year or the fifth year?
I think it was year 4. I could be wrong though. Off the
Okay.
top of my head, I think it's 4, but
So Deshaun, it was kind of all downhill from there, right? So I mean, to be fair, if you give him the tools he needs, he's going to be successful, right? And again, those are my thoughts. But anyway, Eric, you go ahead, sir, because you made some valid points. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah. I think everybody's looking at the record instead of looking at the coach itself. The record is coming from the whole team, not just the coach. Yeah, he's the head coach, but has people over him too. He has a owner that's over him. He's got a GM that's over him. He's not in total power over there where he's controlling everything and you could just blame him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the downfall was his at all. And if Cleveland is so great, why are they not high on everybody's list of places to land a new head coach? We ain't heard nothing about Cleveland landing a new head coach. Nobody's saying that that's the favorite for this next head coach to go to. So why would you think it was his fault?
That's a good point, and that's the other point you brought up that I was like, you're right. I don't see a whole lot. I mean, I'm sure people are interviewing, but if we're
Of course, it's an NFL job you can get paid for, but it's not nobody's favorite. Nobody's saying, "Oh, but they're going to go to Cleveland." Yeah, you're not gonna get him because he's gonna go to Cleveland. You've never heard that.
Yeah. Birdcase says, yes, he will. I brought up my draft picks purposely last year, and majority of the players I called
love it.
And they were. And thank you for reminding me of that. Ryan is probably the best in the world at evaluating talent at not just your Division I schools, but a lot of HBCUs, because a lot of those guys that he picked, they ended up going to the NFL. So Ryan knows what he's talking about when it comes to the draft, and looks like in about 2 or 3 months we'll be right back at it again, Ryan. So hey man, we'll be linking up. I'll be counting on you.
Shout out to Ryan, man.
Shout out to Ryan indeed. Go ahead.
Can I just add to Eric's point really quick? I don't want to get all into it after what happened last night, but I do want to say that I remember when we hired Jeff Ulbrich, I want to say at least 80% of the fan base was upset, just like they are now.
That's another good
and
point.
myself included. I was like, what are we doing here? Buddy, like Jack
Buddy,
Spacey.
buddy.
Like, I'm like,
Buddy,
why,
buddy.
coming from the Jets, like there had to be somebody, why are we going with the retread? Why are we going with somebody from the Jets? Somebody buddy. Like, I felt like a lot of people agreed and were not that happy with the hire. And look how it turned out. So for me, I'm not ignoring Cleveland, but I also am what happened with Stefanski in Cleveland, but at the same time, it is one of the worst franchises in the league. And I mean, he's hired already, right? So as a fan, I'm just going to support my team and hope for the best. Hope that he needs like a change of scenery, kind of like Bill Belichick did after Cleveland. And hopefully, things work in our favor and we win a lot of games under him. I mean, that's all I can hope for as a fan. But, yeah, I'm just hoping it's like the Jeff Ulbrich thing where everybody's super mad and then it ends up, everyone's ends up being wrong, myself included. So that's all I wanted to add.
It's not even just that. They did this with the Shanahan thing too. When we had Shanahan in 2015, everybody wanted him fired. Everybody was wanting to sign petitions and everything, get him out of here.
That's true.
But see, hold on. It's not. I'm not just talking about the fan base. This is also when Matt Ryan turned around and said this was a good coach. He loved his offense. We finna score 30 points a game on people with this offense. And then it happened. I'm going to trust Matt with this. I think Matt knows what he's talking about when he's looking at coaches and looking at their offensive scheme and stuff.
So what do you guys think is taking so long to hire a GM? Because both of our candidates are out of the playoffs as of yesterday. So I was looking at my watch all day today, like, are we going to make the announcement? Is it coming? Is it coming? Where is he? Where is he? I felt like I was waiting on an Amazon package. Where is it? Where is it? I mean, I would think it would come this week, but it's weird that you would schedule it for next week unless somebody's on a vacation or they got to move or I don't know.
How many
They might
GMs
have
have
had
we
their trip to
interviewed?
Cabo, already scheduled. You never know. So they're like, catch me next week.
It could be. Yeah. Oh, you know what Carlos said today is a holiday, and it is. It is. Mike says Raheem to Cleveland would be hilarious. Could you if that happened? Oh my god.
I'm not going to say I'm going to laugh, but I'm probably going to laugh. I'm not going to laugh.
Oh, Craig says they're hiring Amber Rose as our GM. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We want a chance. Craig. Yeah. Radio shows ain't even on. Okay. Anyway, guys, buying or selling? Eric, buying or selling Falcons offense passes for 4,200 yards next year, regardless of who the quarterback is. 4,200 yards total. Combination of Penix and Kirk, Penix and whoever. Buying or selling?
Selling.
Okay.
I think Stefanski is going to run the ball more than he's going to pass it.
Okay, which leads me to my next question. Carrie, buying or selling, Bijan gets 1,400 yards next year rushing and 800 passing. No, 1,000 passing. Buying or selling?
Selling.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
Eric.
sorry, bye.
Buy it? Okay. All right. You sure?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll buy on that one.
Sorry, because you said that to your house. I was like, sell me that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sell me that.
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm just trying to make sure, Ooh-wee. All right. Buying or selling, Eric, our beloved Atlanta Falcons will resoundingly win the NFC South next year. Buying or selling?
Give me two of them.
Give you two of them?
Give me two of them.
Give you two of them. Okay. Ready for the next one, Carrie?
Ready.
All right. Buying or selling, Carrie, our defense will get 50 sacks next year. We won't get 58, but we'll get at least 50 sacks next year. But we'll be top 15 in defense. Buying or selling?
Buying, but you got to keep my guy, Nate Ali. So back up the Brinks truck, man, and pay that man.
I
don't know if you guys saw the report today, but they said, Ulbrich is staying and he's expected to keep most of his staff, but some people are, and they included Nate Ali. They called him out specifically and said there's high interest around the league. So I'm hoping we can, maybe give him a pay raise and say we want you to stay because I don't want to lose Nate Ali.
I wish they could block that.
Well, didn't they block Ulbrich from interviewing?
I wish they would block it if they can.
Yeah, because I was it me and you or me and Jack? Somebody was saying they didn't know if we could.
I don't think any of us knows if they can block that position, but I if they can, I wish they would.
So
Ray Kenny says Nate Ali is under contract. Woo! Well, there you go.
So, no, NFL teams generally cannot block position coaches from interviewing for coordinator or head coaching roles. Thanks to a 2020 rule change. But they can still block lateral moves. So yeah, maybe teams are interested in bringing him as a DC.
Okay.
All that to say, I don't want him to leave. But yeah, that was reported out today by NFL media that, he's getting looks around the league and there's interest for him. And so I don't want to lose Nate Ali.
Question to you both. Buying or selling, Kevin Stefanski is going to call plays. Buying or selling? Doesn't matter who
Um,
goes first.
Selling.
Really?
I
Okay.
don't think he's gonna call the plays. I think he's gonna design the plays, but I think that's why he's bringing this guy with him, so he can call the plays that he designed.
Carrie,
Think he-
buying or selling? Stefanski's going to call plays.
I'm buying. I think he's gonna call
Yeah,
plays.
I'm buying that too. Because when you look at a lot of these offensive gurus like Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, Ben Johnson, LaFleur, they all call their plays. And I think what happens is their offensive coordinators work with them to put together game plans. But ultimately, I think they call plays. And I'm thinking Stefanski's going to call plays, but I don't know. Like he did both last year and the year before, so it's kind of I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Birdcage says Ski is definitely calling plays. Ray Fitty says Ski is definitely calling plays. All right, guys. Buying or selling? Last one. JPJ will get 12 sacks next year. Buying or selling? Buying. Carrie?
Um,
He's
I'll
thinking.
say I'm buying. Yeah, I'll say buying.
Yeah. I'm buying that. I'm buying.
Yeah, he gonna have that NFL workout on him after the after this year. He might be unblockable next year.
Iron Mike says I say 15 sacks. Birdcage is buying. Ray Fitty says selling. Millie Mills, what up, Millie Mills? Says selling. Ryan says I got 14. D. Craig says JPJ will get 15 plus sacks next year. Okay. That is fair. Do you guys think, and I'm just throwing it out there, I really feel like we need to sign Caden Ellis. But if we don't, do you drop Jalen Walker then in that position as the Mike linebacker?
Mm, mm. I think we re-signed Caden Ellis too, but that would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I mean, that's technically that's a way you could save money, right? Because you got to figure out what are you doing with Kyle. You gotta sign Drake. I think Drake's last year is this year, and then he's a free agent in 27. So you have to sign him, right? Which means you're probably not gonna sign Algier. I don't know if you're gonna franchise Kyle or not. Um Dixon Way says that is Jalen's natural position. He's buying that. Birdcage says, no, keep Walker where he is to draft a linebacker.
That's
Craig
how I feel too. I agree, honestly. I think we need to draft a linebacker because Divine Diablo is only on a 2-year deal. He's about to enter the second year of the deal. And Caden Ellis is a pending free agent. So I don't know. Yeah, we want him to stay, but I don't know if they're going to resign Caden at his age. So, and he might want to go to a contender also at his age. So it's going
Yeah.
to be real interesting for me. I agree. We need to draft a linebacker.
Yeah. Craig says let Ellis walk and let Bert. No, you did not, Craig. Do not defile our chat with that foulness, sir. That was foul. Unnecessary roughness on Craig, telling a joke that's just gonna hurt my heart. That's not right, Craig. Birdcage says there's a diamond mine coming out soon. Well, hey, Ryan, tell us who it is. Monte Carlo says, walk, dog. Soft tissue injuries linger. Keep Caden. Iron Sharpers Iron says, bruh, we got to keep Ellis and Diablo and Kyle. I love Diablo. Iron Sharpers Iron says, let Tyler make his money. And D. Alfred, hey, man, hey, I'm going to give it up for D. Alfred. He balled out that last.
Yeah,
He
he
balled
did.
out. He
I
balled
think we
out.
re-sign him.
So, yes,
I don't think it
resign.
would,
Bring back.
even though he had a much better season, he had a bounce back season. I don't think it would cost you too much.
No, I don't think so. But hey, man, D. Alfred balled back. He balled out. He balled out. Iron sharpens iron says Bertrand is woohoo, and I agree 100%.
They need to
Mark,
bring the Alfred back just alone on putting the BTA to Jack and Madden, honestly. Just that alone, they should re-sign him. just so we can
Jack, she
continue to
said
witness
that.
that.
I didn't say that, Jack. She said that. Just so you know. Wasn't me, Jack. I didn't say that. Okay. Ray Fitty says we need to trade Bates and get some draft picks. Bates is 30 years old. Move Bowman or Helms. Or I like Helms, but he can't really cover. Like, he's a great thumper. I love to see Helms hit somebody. Problem is, he hits so hard, he knocks himself out. Like, he injures himself. But I mean, Helms is old school, man. Helms is,
He
Ronnie
reminds
Lott
me of
without the
Keanu Neal.
ability to cover. You said what?
He reminds me of Keanu Neal.
Yeah, man, he's a thumper. Like, I love that about him.
I don't know that he's gonna be back after this year, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither.
He can't stay healthy either, and like you said, he can't cover.
He
So
not
I don't know that
filled
they
up.
bring him back. I don't know that they're gonna bring him back. He's on his last year of his rookie deal.
I just love a guy who's willing to knock himself out the docks. Like, that is commitment.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, I love playing with guys like
If
that.
it was in the early '90s, oh, definitely stick him back there. You don't have to cover. Just knock the head off when they catch the ball.
Let me tell you something. That hit when he injured himself last year at in that practice game, you could hear that click. You could hear that hit throughout the entire stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I thought he hurt the guy he hit. No, he got up. He hurt himself, but and he timed that thing beautifully. It's like dude caught the ball. I don't remember who it was, and bam. And yeah, man, I love that about Helms, but he's not great in coverage, so I would agree. Well, I tell you what, guys. Fortunately, because I'm thankful to be employed in this crazy economy, I do have to go make the world safer for wireless customers everywhere. But Carrie and Eric, as always, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much. And it's time for shout outs. So, ladies first, Miss Carrie, tell these folks where they can find you.
Okay, I want to shout out you, T. Will. I want to shout out Eric and everyone in the chat. Truly appreciate everyone, talking Falcons with us. Keep it interactive. I really appreciate it. Ryan, Auntie Pam, um, you know, Iron Mike, everyone in the chat, Dixon Way. I appreciate all of you guys. And I just want to ask before I do go, like, who do you guys have tonight for the game? Because there's a big game on tonight. In case you didn't know, we got Indiana versus Miami. So just curious in the chat if you want to drop who you got.
Well, let me tell you something. Falcon Fandemic is my guy, man.
Okay.
I love Falcon Fandemic, but Fandemic, I think you're gonna be disappointed tonight, brother, because I think Indiana's gonna open up a can of some whoop ass on Miami. But hey, man, I'm rooting for you guys. You my guy, Fandemic. I got you, brother. I'm rooting with you tonight, brother. But I'm just letting you know.
I don't
get too excited.
Okay, so you have Indiana then, clearly.
I got Indiana, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Miami. They're at home. It's gonna be a ton of Miami fans, and I feel like everybody expects Indiana to win this game, rightfully so. I mean, they look unstoppable, but I'm rooting for our guy Fandemic, and I'm also just rooting for Michael Irvin's, I was gonna say crash out, but I don't know that it's a crash out. It's more so the opposite. Like, I love watching the BTAs that he puts out there after they win a game. So I'm rooting for them to get the win today.
Birdcage says Miami has never lost a national championship.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
When they've played at home, T. Will, you truly don't know how that goes. And you know what? I wish I could do Ryan's voice because I know it would be like some sort of southern platitude on the back of it. Now that's just plumb crazy, T. Will, but I can't do his voice. But I hear you, Ryan. Eric, who do you have, sir? Miami?
Who?
Indiana. That's an old southern way of saying Miami. You've never heard anybody say Miami? That's an old southern way of saying that. Anyway.
Never.
Never. She says never, T. Will. Jeez. Who you got,
Eric? I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think Indiana gonna win.
I agree, brother. I agree. I agree. Well, hey, guys, I tell you what, man, everybody who joined us in the chat, thank you. I'm going to shut up now because, Carrie, it's your shout out. And then, Eric, go ahead, Carrie.
That was the end of my shout out. Yeah, shout out to you guys.
Tell
Shout
them
out to the
where they
chat.
can find you, Carrie.
I mean, if you really want to find me, you can find me rooting for the Atlanta Falcons, no matter
Love
who
it.
the head coach is, who the
Love
quarterback
it.
is, who the GM is. That's where you
Love
can
it.
find me every week rooting for the Falcons, thinking about the Falcons, talking about the Falcons every day of the week, honestly. That's where you can find me.
Love it. Love it. LBB. For those of you who don't know, LBB is little big brother because he's my little brother, but he's big as hell, and I'm his big brother, but I'm little, so he's LBB and I'm BLB. LBB, Craig, he beat me to it. He says, "Where you live, T. Will?" I was literally about to ask that. Eric, tell these folks where they can find you, man.
Find me in the you can find me on this show on Monday night.
There you go. And at Section 101 in the binge, you can find
Section
it there.
101 in the bin. You
There
can
you
go find my Facebook page. I'm usually on Facebook. I don't be on social media on the other stuff no more.
There you go. I hear you. Well, hey, to everybody who joined us in this chat, thank you guys. You guys could have been you could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be with us, and we really appreciate that. We love talking Falcons football with y'all. We love talking Falcons football with y'all, and we thank you. I thank God for sending all of y'all in my path, and I hope you guys have an amazing Monday night and get all your snacks and chips because the game is at what, 8 o'clock? Is that right, Eric?
I believe.
Yeah, so y'all go get your snacks and chips and beer and Coke and whatever else, Coca-Cola. And yeah, man, y'all have an amazing time. Again, Carrie and Eric, thank you for joining me. Brother Eric and Jack Spade, thank you for giving my start in this business. I want to thank God for waking me up. And go Falcons. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
ATL. Through the highs and the heartbreaks, we still stand. Dirty birds forever. Let's get it. Year after year, we've been riding through the storm. Red and black in my veins, that loyalty is one. We don't fold, we don't run, even when the pain hits. Cause every loss just reminds us what greatness is. We show up cold nights or the Georgia sun. Cause every Sunday we believe that our time gon' come. We ain't perfect, but we faithful and we never switch. We the city of the A, yeah, we built for this. We don't need pretty words, just heart on the field we deserve. Put the work in, earn that glory. Bring our city back to the story. We'll ride till the wheels fall off. We ain't never gonna break. Win or lose, we stand tall for the A. You can doubt us, talk loud, but we still hold steady. Cause we here and we faithful and we always ready. It's the dirty, prove the dirty. If you bout it, then prove the dirty. We'll believe when you fight for the city.